conveniency. So I was saying that our learning outcome today will be, we should be able to define the term payment certificate, then describe 4 types of payment certificate, and then define the terms used in payment certificate. So I would like John to define for us what payment certificate mean.
It's a certificate issued by the architecture and approves the payment to the main contractor. And they are mainly 3.
Okay, thank you for that. So payment certificate, basically after doing in the site, after carrying on construction work, you will be paid for the work done. So before that amount is being paid for you, then you will be required to have this certificate so that you can get your money. So our first certificate is interim certificate. So can someone take us through this certificate? We have the interim certificate. Yes, Francis.
Okay. Interim certificate. This is a certificate that enables the contractor to receive regular payments so that he not charge every every economic of the allocation work goes normally the financial situation only if the client is in agreement issue an informed certificate if based on work done.
Okay, thank you, Francis. Basically, this interim certificate will enable you to overcome the future burden that will occur at the end of the project. So it is good that you will be paid this amount so that you can be able to pay up your money before the end of the project. Then you have the second one, which is the penultimate certificate. John, can you take us through this certificate?
It means a certificate issued by the architecture, the acting to the contractor, signifying that the works are being carried out and completed in accordance with the terms of the contract, and any adjustments to the contract price are being made in accordance there. With, at this stage, the project is practically complete and the building can be transferred to the client.
Okay, thank you. As John has taken us through this one, actually, this certificate you will be paid once you complete your project. And at this point, you can just be given this certificate if you are willing or not willing to carry out further repairs. So our third certificate is under final certificate, and I would like someone to take us through that one. Ben, are you around?
Yes, I am.
Okay, take us through this one.
Final certificate. This is the last certificate by the architect to the contractor to signify a state of completion, where to the opinion of the architect, the works are sustainability, complete and can effectively and conveniently be used for the intended purpose. Should 1 month from the expiring of defect liability certificate.
Okay, thank you, Penina. So as Penina has taken us through this final certificate, basically these certificates you will be issued once the once the client is satisfied with the work done by the contractor. So this one shows that your work actually has impressed the client. So we have some terms to be defined here. We have defective liability period, and I would like someone to take us through this one. Who is ready to take us through this one?
Defective liability period
Yes.
It is a time allowed after completion of the project for the observation purpose. It is normally a period of 6 months. Within this period, the contractor carries out minor repairs to the defects that may arise and the general maintenance of the project.
Okay, thank you. So after that, after the construction has been occurred to completion, now the contractor will be given an extra time. Maybe if the project was to take 1 year, he will be given another 6 months so that he or she can go through the construction process to ensure that all the parts of the structure is well presented as required by the client. Then we have the retention money. Penna, can you take us through this retention money?
Retention money, it is usually 10% of the contract sum, which is retained once the project commences until the time when the defective liability period has expired. It is usually paid to the contractor to show that their work is fully executed by the client upon the attainment of client's need.
Okay, thank you. So this money actually will be, it is an agreement that is made between the client and the contractor. And once this effective liability period has expired, then the contractor will be given this amount. So before I end the session, I would like someone to remind us on what we have talked about in our today's session. Who can remind us? John, what have you learned from our today's session?
Types of certificate as the project, as far as the contractor is concerned, is going on.
Okay,
So
thank
like
you.
there is the first certificate, and the certificates are divided in stages from the start up to the end of the completion of the project.
That is nice, John. Any other trial? Verna, what have you learned today?
I have learned about types of certificates that are issued to the contractor at the beginning, during, and the end of the contract construction, and I have also learned about retention money.
So, as you aspire to be upcoming engineers, try to put these things into consideration. And before we end our session, I would like you to go and do this assignment in your respective groups. Describe 4 methods of valuing variations in construction process. I would like to wish you nice time and nice weekend as you prepare for your next session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Go on.
What is an interim certificate?
Interim certificate. This is the certificate that is usually paid. Maybe it depends on an agreement between the contractor and the client. You can agree to be paid in a stage payment once you complete maybe constructing a floor, foundation or walling, then you can be issued with this certificate. Basically, it depends on your agreement with the client, you as the contractor.
And what is the main purpose of it?
This one will assist you to avoid the future burden which might occur. You see, it is difficult for the client to pay you the whole amount as agreed. So it is good that you will be paid at stage payment so that you can be able to avoid the future burden which might occur upon the completion of the project.
Okay, thank you. Are there any requirements needed for one to attain that certificate, to get that certificate?
Actually, that certificate you can be given. Okay, during the article, during the signing of the contract, you as the contractor, you make an agreement with the client. So in that agreement is when it is where you now agree on the terms of payment that will be done, depending on the terms and condition of the contract.
Okay, thank you. I've understood.
Okay, thank you. Nice time.